instead of having to go and ask permission all the time.
Yep.
And, you give them, for us, giving people the ability to make mistakes once.
Absolutely.
And that's a huge thing when you're dealing with, like, for instance, a support desk. It's something, we want them to be innovative. We want them to kind of deploy things quickly and get the right fix in there at the right time. But we also want to be able to engage, to have them figure out, is this the best solution? Can I do something here that will not just band-aid the issue, but will fix the issue down the road? So, but in order to do that, there's some risk, and they need to take that risk, and I need to give them permission to take that risk. And that's where we saw, like, speaking to what you said, Kumar, that kind of enablement to the team is massive. And they when they start taking responsibility for their own destiny, that's what we call it, taking responsibility for their own destiny.
One thing that we did well also was making sure that the people were in the right roles, ensuring that that's what really engages them. If they're not in the right role and we're kind of force fitting, then that's where you start losing their engagement. To your point, like that survey showing 70% being not satisfied, because I think they're not in the right roles. And as a founder, we started realizing that, look, if there is no fit, then we rather say fast no and make a change rather than try to just make it work and we're not satisfied on both fronts. That's the piece that really, that shift in thinking for us led to a lot of more engagement on the employee side, where they're connected to their roles, they have clear idea of what they're doing and what kind of impact they're adding to the company.
Yeah.
And really helped us increase our engagement.
All right, I got the Hastings book on my list, so I'm ready for that one. Ray, what are you reading?
Well, as it pertains to maybe this topic, I'm going to fall back to some classics that sort of maybe are a bit more, been more formative and what we've, kind of built the foundations of the company on. And one of them is called Who. It's with respect to hiring. It's based on top grading. And if, I've gone through some training for that and also read the book and things like that. And it's, people, always say, you got to hire good people. And it's like, well, thanks. That's not really great advice.
No, it's terrible advice.
How do you hire good people, good people? And it really starts there, right? It was all about the people. And there's so much nuance to interviewing and hiring. I think people don't give it as much credit as it needs. And it's really a powerful method. Another one is something that's, I would say, to be able to build a foundation framework and a rhythm in the business for how you do things helps people just have some, process method and some certainty, like how they go about doing things, how to run a company. And Scaling Up by Vern Harnish, which was mastering Rockefeller habits before that, but just, having the meeting cadences, the business planning, breaking things down to, financial strategy,
one-page plan,
that kind of stuff. Yeah,
right.
Really building, and we don't follow that to a T because it is pretty exhaustive, but just, having those kind of structured approaches. I'm an engineer, so it really speaks to me. But,
exactly.
But if you can give people, a framework to work within, I think that really helps, people know what they're there to do and know how things work, and helps towards their happiness. People just want to know what good people want to know what the target is, and they'll go for it.
Right.